Morning, guys. Right, let's see what's going on with this bonus. It's not bonneting. So, I've cut my fringe last night because it was just all over the place. Now, I might have made a hash brown out of it. Got a mirror in front of me. So, and later on, and I've done a video before this that I'm going to put in after about the dress, but I did cut my fringe last night because it's just here, there and everywhere. So what I'm going to try and do today is I'm going to stick it up. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. I really need to try contact lenses because I can't do my hair properly without my glasses on. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking in the mirror in front of me, so I'm not looking at you, that's why. So I'm going to put that up like that, as though I was wearing it up. And take my fringe like that, where I've cut it. Right. Let's see what's occurring. As they would say, I've got a bubble there. In Gavin and Stacey, but they say it in a Welsh voice. As I said in the video, that you'll see, well, the continuation from this. So let's do that like that. And then, where's the clip? See what's happening with this fringe. I think I might have fixed it. So just pretend that that's all right. I just had to, because it was just, when I was looking at it, it's like all that line there that's meant to be straight, it wasn't. It was all wibbly wobbly, so I've got my straighteners. I'm just going to straighten it and see whether it lasts. Now, cut it myself. Because it was just, well, you seen it yesterday, didn't you? And it's never behaved like that before, so. In the video that follows this, I'm talking about a dress that I bought, which you'll see. And I'm going to wear the dress on Friday when I go out. Because I promised myself that I would always, if I wanted to wear something that I felt conscious about, that I would always wear it. Because as time gone by, I used to not wear things because I used to think, what will people are talking about me? And now I know people aren't even interested in me. They're only interested in themselves, which rightly so they should be. But I think it's a shoe dilemma I've got. So I think you can see the shoes. I need a pair of black Chelsea boots. So I'm going to go to River Island maybe Friday. Can't go today. I'm getting my cooker taken out today. So I'll have no cooker. I haven't even ordered my new cooker, but that's fine. I know what one I'm getting. And so the guy's coming to get my cooker, to take my cooker out. Well, it's one of my friend's boyfriends. How cool is that? So I won't have a cooker probably till next Thursday. But that's fine. I don't cook a lot anyway, do I? And it's an induction cooker, so I'm going to have to buy some induction pans. So that's fine. But so they're coming today between 3 and 4 to do that. I've got to walk, see. I'm going to try and get a good rest in today because I've got work tomorrow. I'm on a night out, aren't I? It's an ABBA tribute, but it's still a night out. So, conserve my energy and do very little today. Walk, see, do a little tidy up because the place looks like a bomb's hit. I love the way, the fact that I can get stuff out now and just fling it and think, I don't care. I never used to be like that. I used to be so controlled. Right, that is heaps better. So I've cut it myself last night. I've got hairdressing scissors. So I cut it myself and that feels a lot better. How did I do it? Well, I just sort of lifted bits up and snipped because it was just too heavy. It was too heavy. And it just wouldn't, the weight of it wouldn't, that'll do for today. Excuse me, the weight of it wouldn't, it just kept dropping. So let's see how that goes today. I'm pleased with that. I've made a bit of a boo-boo there, but that's all right. That's like, as long as this fringe stays and it doesn't just go dead flat and then everything goes to the side, I'm happy with that. So yeah, no real plans for today. My mind's saying go downtown, but my body's saying no, you bloody can't. And I'm really getting good at listening to myself and starting to get enjoy staying in, do you know what I mean, and not buzzing out. So yeah, I'm quite proud of myself with that, with my fatigue, I really am. And I'm proud of myself that I've been able to get this little spare tyre, because my boobies are so small now, because they were massive before I got my implants out, and still love myself. And that little thing in the back of my mind is going, ooh, I think, no, that's my little bit of cuddly. And to be fair, it's excess skin because I was so big, but that's fine. I'm still lovely and I'm beautiful. So I'm going to wear the green dress, which you'll see in a minute. And it's just lovely. And until I did the video, which you'll see following this, I was really insecure about it and going, ooh. But I like it now. And it was, as I say, I'd never spend that amount of money on a garment. But I've done so well with my weight loss, and I thought to myself, this was last year, it was before Christmas. Had the baby even been born? No, it was before Thomas was born, so that was August he was born, so it's over a year now. And I'm going to wear it, I'm going to embrace it, and I'm going to feel fabulous in it, do you know what I mean? So yeah, so back to my cooker. My cooker's going to go next Thursday. They're going to take it out. The reason I always use the same people, Grange Electricals, for all my electrical stuff, because little independent business, been there for years, probably 3 decades or more, and if anything goes wrong, you just ring them, and I like that service. You pay a bit more, you pay a bit more for what you're buying, but when my washing machine started leaking, I rang and was like, right, Janine, do this, do that. They don't know me on first name basis, but you know what I'm saying. And he said, try this before we come out, and I did all that, and I didn't need to call him out. Well, call out charges £50 before you start, isn't it? So I like that part of it, and that's why I go there and I pay a little bit more. So they're going to take my fridge freezer away and my cooker, but he said you're going to have to get your cooker disconnected. So Donna, my lovely friend Donna, who I talk about, us 4 girls, Donna, Rita, Kelly and me, her partner, Ken, who Reese calls Keith, standing joke because she could never get her name right, is going to come today and take it out. So consequently, I won't have a cooker. But as we know, I don't do much cooking anyway. But, so I think it's the perfect time to just maybe do a little bit of a shaky diet for the next week. What I'm going to do is, I'll tell you this for nothing, because I'm out of control. I don't know what did I have last night, but I had some more protein bars and 3 pieces of toast. No, 2 pieces of toast, sourdough bread with Marmite on. What else did I have? A protein Mars bar as well. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get all my protein bars and I'm going to take them downstairs to Dave, my friend downstairs who goes to bed about 8 o'clock. Because that's when the worm goes, ooh! And so I'm going to take them down and say to Dave, mind them for me. And just have the weekend, because I need a little bit of a health kick. My gut is going, come on, Janine. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's my plan. Stick with me. So you'll probably see me eating a lot of my porridge with me protein powder, which I know has got a bit of crap in, but that's okay. So, because I'm a naughty girl, and I just, once it gets to like 9 o'clock, the worm goes, ooh. So I need to pull in. Quite happy with my weight. Quite happy with this little bit of, skin that I've got, which is massive for someone who's been obsessed with the weight all their life. But I do need a little bit of in the right direction with what I'm eating. So the cooker's coming probably next Thursday. I'll probably order that. He said you can order it and we can get it in 2 days delivered to you, so that's fine. I've got to get some induction pans, and then I want to get my little side pot over my fridge, because my fridge will come on the same day, and then just like have a bit of space. So that's my plan. Whether it happens or not is another thing, but I'm sure it will. And I never put too much pressure on myself now. I'm going to switch my straighteners off. See them straighteners, I've had them about 15, 16 years. They're minty like, but they do the job. Remington. Are they Remington? I've said this before on the video. I think they are. No, Nicky Clark. Nicky Clark, they are. Fabulous. So yeah, so that's the plan, to get that done and just move my microwave into the corner, which I can't use because it's in a corner, and then have that space over the fridge and a little bit further down. Get like, either put a worktop up myself, I'll see whether I can do it. If I can, I will. And if not, have a man come in, a man who can, and get that door taken off as well. I can't do that, but I'll get a man who can. So it's all plans, and it's all, I'm glad I've ordered my cooker because, you know, that one I've got's knackered, and why wouldn't I ever need a new one? So yeah, so happy days. So I'm going to walk Cece Lamar now, who's in disgrace in the pen because she peed in the living room. I mean, have a word with yourself, Cece. Just ruined. She's ruined. Scared of missing out on anything, you see. So I've took her out this morning for a wee and a poo-poo. But she's like, oh, well, what's my mum doing? What's my mum doing? Oh, just have a wee here so I don't miss out on anything. And she had a wee. So she got promptly put in her pen, and then I'm here talking to you now. So, that's it. And I was just going to say, don't know whether anyone else has some loose skin on their arms there. But retinol is, and Pre-Marnie do the 0.5 one for £4, but they've got it reduced at the moment for £2. If you can get Pre-Marnie, Superdrug do, but it's a bit dearer. Then go and get yourself some, because what it does is, I mean, if you look at my hands today, I'll show you them. They're them today. I've put retinol on them today, but I'll show you them when I don't. Now, I don't do it every day, but it's really good for like plumping up your skin. Apparently, you know, it just hydrates them. So even if it's a quick fix, it's good. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me feel good about myself. We all know I don't like getting old. And then I put a bit on my arms there. So if you can see, I haven't put any on there today, but I have on there. Can you see the difference? So, I don't know, I've put some weight on, so I'm not as baggy as I normally was. But can you see that there? As opposed to, I mean, you've got that there, but that's my stretch marks there. As opposed to there. So I've had retinol on that side, and I didn't put it on that. And it's just the oil one. I just put a bit on. Not all the time. I say I was going out, and not because I'm conscious, because I don't really, you know what I mean? I don't like, I'm not bothered now about, you know, I'm not in that headspace, although Matilda does try to go, look at the state of your arms, to tell us to bugger off. But it makes me feel better about myself because I'm chasing my youth. We all know I'm chasing my youth. I make no bones about the fact I'm chasing my youth, do I? You know, so if I can think, oh, that makes me look a little bit younger, and there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Right, Fringe is defo fringing now. Happy days. I was like that last night. Oh, what do I make hash brown of it? But I thought, I used to cut my fringe all the time. I've got hairdressing scissors, so I thought, just give it a whirl, do you need? But yeah, so I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of that, because the old me would be saying, your ring of skin is bigger than your boobs. The old me would be saying, you can't wear that green dress, you look shocking in it, and it's too much for an ABBA tribute night. The old me would be saying, your arms are really horrible, and they're not beautiful. And yeah, so I'm proud of myself today. I hope you're proud of yourself and you're doing good things for yourself. But I've got to get eating these protein bars in control, because it's not good. It's not good for my gut. So yeah, did I tell you I was going to have a tattoo? I did, didn't I? I did in one of the videos. Did I? Because I've got some scars on my arms, my battle scars, when my mum and dad died close together. So I was going to have that tattoo, and then it all went a bit Pete-tong with the guy, and he couldn't do it on the day, blah, 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 blah. But what it did do for me is made me realise that they're my battle scars, and I shouldn't be ashamed of them. Do you know what I mean? And I was telling my friend Kelly about it. She said, Janine, you can't even see them, you wouldn't even notice. But Anyway, in the end, I ended up saying to the guy, who was a really lovely guy, the universe is telling me not to get this tattoo. And he was like, okay, that's absolutely fine. So I didn't get it. And I'm so glad that I didn't. But it's like, you know, I'm not ashamed of them scars anymore. Do you know what I mean? So I'm proud of myself today. I'm having a proud day today. So I'm going to walk Cece Lamar. And I think that's about it till later. So the video might be a bit back to front because I'm talking about a dress you haven't seen yet. But, you know, I come on to say to you, what do you think of it? But then I quickly realised that I shouldn't be worrying about what people think of what I'm wearing. As long as I feel happy in it and I feel gorgeous in it, and I do, it's a beautiful dress, then that's all that matters, isn't it? And the same should apply to you. Anyway, party peeps, I'm going to go now. I haven't even had a shower this morning. Thought I was having a grunge day. I'm just in, no one's here, I don't stink. Do you know what I mean? Sleep was better last night, a lot better. Didn't get as many hours, but I'm getting more deep sleep and more REM. So, no, more deep and more core, which is good. I think I had about 5.5 last night, but that's fine. I do feel better with myself. I had a bad day yesterday, aching with my joints. Ended up taking some painkillers, but that's absolutely fine. This knee, don't know what's happening with it. But yeah, I'm positive and I'm happy. I had a lovely chat with Abigail, my daughter, yesterday. You know, and yeah, life's good. Be grateful. And if you're having a down day, you're having a down day. You can see I've had down days this past week. But let's all be in it together. Mwah! Sending you all lots and lots of love. And, just come by like that and say, I'll see you later, and we'll see how my fringe pans out for today. Yeah. Mwah. Bye-bye, peeps. Bye-bye. Alexa, stop. I don't get copyright, do I? I've actually just seen it in the mirror. I think I like it now. I mean, I think it was either £90 or £100, but I got 10% off, and I never spend that amount of money. But I just got to 9 stone, I think. And Abigail, we went to Cheshire Oaks, the M&S there, and I seen it on a mannequin. I feel like the angel Gabriel, and the Lord said, he prayed on the 7th day. But I've just seen it. Cece's just had a big wee on the floor. She's so naughty. It's like, you know, do you not get enough attention that your mother's home 4 days a week and are with you? I think I quite like it now. So, just seeing it in the mirror. I've got a big mirror in me. Let me see if I can show you that way. Hold on a minute. I've cut my own fringe last night as well. Because just like, I don't know what happened with it last time, but it was like, it wasn't doing anything. Let me just take it. I'm up and down because I've got one high boot on and one low boot on. Let me turn you round. Look who's come to sit with Grandma for a while. Baby Thomas. Fringe is still half fringing, isn't it? Say hello, Thomas. Say hello. Wave. Watching Teletubbies. Grandma's magnifying glass. Good, isn't he, the way he just stays sat on my knee? He's a good boy. Just thought I'd show you him so you could say hello. Mummy's gone to get her nails done. See you later, guys. Just making me dinner. It is 1:30. I'm hungry. Got the baby here while Abigail goes and gets her nails done. I think I said, showed you the picture of him, didn't I, of a little video. He dies in the back of my head. It's where at this stage you've got to kid-proof everything, haven't you? So I'm going to have my little protein breakfast, my favourite lady. So I'll be back in a minute to show you. He died in the back of the head. He's just at that stage now because he's like 13 months, isn't he, coming up for. He's like into everything and he's in his baby walker. But it's like just when he's hanging on the wire of the telly, he's already pulled me fairy lights off, so he like gives you that wicked smile. Thomas, my grandson. When he knows he shouldn't be doing it. So I'm just in the middle of doing this. So I've got all that. So in there's that. So there's that in there. Flax seeds, chia seeds, dates, prunes, nuts. What else is there? Dates, prunes, nuts, and some of these seeds. Because I like these. I got them from Aldi and they are nice, the 4 seed mix. They do 2 types and this one's about 50p cheaper. So I always go for this one, a seed to seed. So I've got that in there. I've got me probiotics with the protein in, and I've got that as well, me vegan again. So just watching him, keep my eye on him. I have added it all up. Here's me protein mixy thing. It's not as thick as it normally is. So, and I'm gonna put, I've got a tiny bit. Where's it gone? See, because it's seeds and all that, they are high in calories and you don't get much bang for your buck, but it is a nice filling meal, and you do know it's my fave. So I've got a tiny little bit left of that. I'm gonna order some more. I do like it. I could have some cocoa, I suppose. How much is left of that? So I'm gonna tiny bit. So in total so far, I've got 110, 210, 310, 410. No, 410, 4, 5. About 600 calories and 20, 38, 39, 40, 43, 44, 45, 46, about 47 grams of protein, which isn't bad. So done it all that. Just a quick ready reckoner. You know me, I don't take myself in knots anymore with calories, but I'd say on average this is going to level out at 600 calories, but loads of fibre in it, loads of good fats and loads of protein. So for a meal, as I said to you at the start of this video, I'm doing sort of trying to get my gut back on track, because I tell you, it's like, it's not good. My gut is crying out for some respite. So quite quick on that, so I thought it would be easy. Can you hear him on his baby walker? I'm going to have to spoon that out, I think, guys. I'll be back in a minute. So I put a little tiny bit of water in that as well to get me last bit of goodness out, because I'm not wasting it. Do you know what I mean? I'll make it a little bit thinner, but that's fine. I'm happy with that. So, here it is in all its glory. The only thing is the Babro wants some now, but he can't have any because it's protein powder. Thomas! Be right back. So there it is in all its glory. I haven't put any cocoa or anything on it because it doesn't need it. So there with, I'm going to sit down. So here she is. Oh, here's, or there is, or here it is. Oh, it looks lovely, doesn't it? You know, baby's at me now, but he can't have any. So, you know what? Not surprised, no. When you eat the nuts out, it's like, don't get much bang for your buck with nuts, do you? And I love nuts, and I know they're dead good for you. But like on average, about 200 calories for 30 grams, aren't they? So I have weighed everything today, been good. But not to the extreme. Popped a couple of prunes in my mouth and dates because I like them. But he was dead funny then, the baba. He's going to a Cece's crate and he's banging the door. And I'm saying no, because his favourite word's yes. And Mummy, Abigail and me always say yeah. That's one of the first things he says, and he says it all the time now, yeah. And I'm saying no. Anyway, he's looking at me, smirking, because he knows what he's doing. It's just comical, aren't they? So, I'm going to enjoy this. And yeah, just enjoy it and get me gut back in order, because honest to God, doesn't know what's happened to the poor thing. Catch you later. Good evening. Time is 18:39, 20 to 7. I've been down and had a little chat with Davey, and I've took him me protein Mars bars and me protein flapjacks, because I can't be trusted, guys. And I said to him, under no uncertain terms, give me them back, even though I'm kicking and screaming. I said, you can give me on Saturday night 1 protein bar, flapjack bar, and 1 Mars bar protein, and that's it. Don't be giving them to me. I'm out of control. And this is how things can happen, where you just like you fall back into habits that you thought, well, that I thought was out of, and I've become addicted to protein bars. I'm not gonna lie. And when 9 o'clock comes, the worm comes. Now Dave goes to bed, so I can't go knock up and knock him up, because I wouldn't do that to him, do you know what I mean? But these are the lengths I've had to go to. Not because it's just, I shouldn't be eating protein bars, they're not good for me. My gut is like, I tell you what, suffering. I'm having me tea. Same but different from today. But I know I haven't put any prunes in, because I'm going out tomorrow to see the Abertube Tribute. If you eat prawns, you know, prunes, make you a bit windy. So, got me dates in. So, I've got this for me tea. Quite late now, isn't it? But yeah, I thought, no more, Janine, this can't go on. So, that's what I've done. So, I'm going to have a little bite of this, couple of bites, because I feel I'm hungry. I'll be back in a minute. Fringe is still fringing. Still eating. Takes a while to get through this one. So, cooker's been disconnected. Gas cooker. Shake your spoon, shake your spoon. Oh, shaking something, aren't I? Shaky. She's behind me eating a pause. So that's been done today. However, I have not ordered my cooker yet. But I have a plan. For those of you who've been here with me from the beginning will know the reason that I started to do my YouTube videos is because I got very poorly and I had to stay in. And my friend Kirsten, who watches my videos, said to me, you should do YouTube, Janine. So to combat my frustration at going from a life where I was gadding about all the time, pardon me, to not having any energy. I'm a lot better now than I was, believe you me. I started doing YouTube videos with my cooking. And as knackered as I was doing it, I did it. And I did it every day when I was losing my weight. And I stuck at it. I had a chair that I sat in and I stuck at it. And it got me through. So, fast forward now. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We're in October. We're in September. 5 months. I've completely lost my way. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to come back and I'm going to get back on that horse. So, we all know I don't like my kitchen because it's tiny, and it was very, very frustrating doing it. My friend Dave downstairs made me a big board to do the work on because my kitchen's that tiny, and I used to precariously balance everything on it. And it was a bit dangerous. Could have dropped on my toe the board, and then I would have had a sore toe along with a sore body. However, I now have used this as an excuse to not eat and cook properly. So, this is the plan. Now, the plan's come together because I've made the plan come together. It's not about my weight. It's about, I'm stuffing shit into my body. Do you know, I'm happy with my weight. My weight's fine. I've done everything I should. I've put weight on, But I'm now telling myself that my cooker's been dismantled, the gas bit, so it's not gas into the gas wall. Do you know what I mean? And I am going to go on Saturday, I won't be able to tomorrow, order my electric cooker and my fridge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cooker, my fridge, and get a piece of sideboard, unit top, fitted so I can cook in my kitchen. And I'm going to pull my finger out my ass and get my act together. So I've had to give myself a good telling off today. Now the next week is probably going to be a lot of this and this and this and this. And this isn't because I'm punishing myself. This is because I've dismantled my cooker in the time that I could have it done by a good friend. And that's fine. But I refuse to sink back into them patterns that I had a year ago, where now I know I can stay in because I stay in now and I'd be quite happy staying in and being with Cece and not gadding about. I have just got into bad habits and my brain is going, just eat crap, Janine, just eat crap. Well, I owe myself more and I am not going to do that. So over the next week, we might see a bit of a mishmash with food. But once my cooker's in and that, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to turn into Gordon Ramsay, but I'm going to get back to how I used to be. And I've got no excuse not to. Yeah, I've still got the fatigue and the aches and all that jazz, but I'm a damn sight better than I was last October, believe you and me. So that's my commitment to myself. Just thought I'd share that with you. I'm just going to finish this off. My mind's a funny thing. Probably that Matilda. You bugger. It can hoodwink you into thinking that you can't do the things that you want to do because you can't do it how you used to once do it. But I'm not having that. I've been buying the bread from Aldi, which is fine, and sourdough and all that. If you want to buy a proper sourdough loaf, it's expensive. It's $4.50 in Marks and Spencer's. And I've been hoodwinking myself to think, well, I've got to do that because I can't need it anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not good enough. I can buy a bread maker. I'm always saying, don't spend me money on anything, me, do I, except Cece? Well, spend your money on something, Janine, that will, like, actually benefit your life, and then you can have nice fresh bread, can't you? So I've given myself a right telling off today, but it was needed. Sometimes in life we have to. But I really need to pull my finger out my backside. You know, it's time to stop feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, I've got a condition, but I'm doing okay. Me and Davey have just had a good old chinwag about stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Dave's got cancer, as you all know, skin cancer. And, you know, I always say that it doesn't matter what anyone's got. Say someone has, you know, only got one arm and Dave's got skin cancer. And if you've got something the matter with you, whether it be you suffer from migraines or you know, you do only have one arm, you were born with only one arm, people might say, well, that's all they've been used to. And yeah, that is, but, you know, Dave having cancer, me having fatigue, someone having one arm, someone having migraines, they're all conditions that affect that person, so they're bespoke to them, and they you know, you can't say that because that person has got, you can't say that person's got a worse condition, so it's worse on them. No, everyone's illness is bespoke to them. And if you're going through something, whether it be a migraine, maybe the one arm analogy is not great, but you know what I mean. I don't have any like malice in me. I'm just trying to say that if something's happening to you, it's happening to you. And if it's affecting your life, then because someone might have something worse, it doesn't mean that yours is has a lesser effect, that your condition's lesser, because if it's I go around the houses, me, don't I? If it's having that effect on you and it matters to you, then it's yours and it's your grief and it's your shit that you'll have to come to terms with. And then, you know, but you know, the stages of grief, it's for whatever reason. So don't let anyone take, if something's happening to you, don't let anyone take, that's not the right word. Don't belittle yourself into thinking that you can't speak up about yourself. And, oh man, going all ass about face with this, I've lost my train of thought. If it's happening to you, then it's important, right? It doesn't matter what's happening to Joe Bloggs next to you. If it's happening to you and it's affecting you, then it's important because you're important. And your condition, whether it be an ingrown toenail as opposed to someone having another, what is deemed a worse condition, your condition is the same as in that vein because it's happening to you and it's affecting you mentally and physically, either or. But so Dave and I were talking about this, and you know, because he has got skin cancer, but it doesn't, you know, I'm not taking away from what Dave's got, just as he's not taking away from what I've got. And like, you know, everyone deserves to be acknowledged and recognised for any suffering that they've got in their lives, and no one else's suffering is more than that person's suffering, so the other person shouldn't be talking about their suffering. Do you get me? We can all talk about our suffering. So anyway, but I need to pull my finger out my backside because this has gone on long enough, me feeling sorry for myself, and I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm going to get myself a few things on the agenda and I'm going to have a go. And I might fall at the first hurdle. Don't give a hoot. I'm going to have a go. So it might just be scrambled egg on toast, but I'll have made the bread. Without saying to myself, oh, well, Janine, you can't knead it, so you can't. Yeah, I bloody can. That's why bread makers were invented. So I'm rambling, but what I want to say is we have times where life knocks us down, doesn't it? You know, and we think, Christ almighty, why has this happened to me? I was saying to my daughter, it's meant to be our year this year. And everything that we could have had thrown at us, we've had thrown at us, believe you me. But then I thought, no, that's not right. We're going to get back up again. We're going to do it a different way, but we're still going to do it. So we're not quitters, are we? I'm going to finish this. I'm rambling, aren't I? So what I'm trying to say is, don't you ever make yourself smaller. Don't be afraid to speak up, you know. You know, if you're going through something, don't ever feel like you're being a nuisance, and don't let your mind tell you, look at them rolling their eyes. Well, if they're rolling their eyes or they're talking about you behind your back, shame on them. Shame on them. You know, and if you have got a condition or anything, just don't be afraid to talk about it and don't keep it inside. Share it. Like, you know, me and Davey had a good old chat tonight about our ailments. And it was nice, you know what I mean, comparing ailments. I mean, you might think it's funny, but it was, you know, because he's going through it and I'm going through it, we're good friends. And, you know, if you're going through it, tell someone. Anyway, but listen to this, right? So that's me ramble. But what I'm not going to do is stick my finger in my ears and go, oh, this isn't happening to me. Well, it is happening, but I can't do anything about it, so I'm just going to stop living my life and do my healthy eating because can't bake a loaf because I feel sorry for myself because my kitchen's too small and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm coming back and I'm going to do something about it. And I'm not bothered about whether my house is decorated or my walls are like bright white or bright pink or bright green. That might come later, but I want to make my kitchen where I can cook and do comfortably cook, you know, with space. But anyway, look at this, right? The gods are testing me, right? You know, I've just took all my protein stuff down to Davey. Right, so I've got to pack a box of rice, right? The box of rice fell over to me. Look what was inside. Fucking Tunnocks caramel wafer. I'm being tested. Oh, that's getting flung in the bin. They are my fave. They're the creme de la creme of the fave. I'm not doing it. But yeah, I've had a bit of a ramble tonight and I hope I've made sense, but don't make yourself small. Do you know what I mean? Don't think that you're not important, because you are important, and just shine. And, you know, if you've got something on your mind, or you've got a pain in your arm or your shoulder, or you've got an ingrown toenail or a big blackhead there that you don't like, speak about it. Don't be afraid to you know, to share what matters to you. And if you feel like a bit down or something like that, and do you know what I mean? Just know that you are important, and we are all important, aren't we? Very important. And, you know, don't ever think that you're a burden. Find people in your life that, you know, that are your people. Yeah. just don't know what's up with me today, but I have made a breakthrough in my way of thinking. So I'm out tomorrow, as you know. So I don't know what I'm going to do about food over the next week. I haven't really thought that far forward, but what I knew that I had to do was get that cooker out and start making this plan. So I'm not sitting here in 6 months' time and me whole what I've worked so hard towards, you know, being like my body being healthy with me 80-20, it's just all forgotten about, and I fell right into them bad habits. And I can say, well, I got fatigue, so you know it wasn't my fault. Well, it is. I'm making myself accountable. Anyway, if you got this far to the end, I love you. I really love you. Do you know what I mean? Those that know me by now, and I know I don't have a lot of views. I'm not bothered about that. I know Kirsten always watches them, and I think Angela watches them. So if it's just 2 people, that's fine. That's fine, isn't it? It doesn't matter. That's not what I'm about. But this gives me accountability. This channel, it makes me accountable to come on here because I know I'm sharing my honesty. Now I won't be having any chocolate bars tonight, any protein bars, because I ain't got any. So hopefully tomorrow I should be coming to you with saying, you know, maybe I had a bit of toast. Who knows? And people might say, well, you know, just have a bit of willpower. I haven't bloody got any. It's gone out the window. All that willpower I had is gone. So I've had an intervention, and my friend's helping me downstairs with it. And that's what friends do, don't they? They help each other. Anywho, I don't know how long this vid is. I might have to cut it, but I want to send you so much love and gratitude for just watching. Do you know what I mean? I'm so grateful that I can come on and talk, and because without this, as I say, I wouldn't be having this conversation and saying, right, need to change my kitchen, need to get my arse into gear and get my finger out my backside. And I am grateful. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to bid you good night. And I'm going to say, look after yourself, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and love yourself. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.